How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel, and in this video we will be going over Upper Moon 3 Akaza versus Sanemi. This topic has came back up over the last couple years because it's very contentious, honestly. When you look more into their feats and not just off blatant statements, I feel this fight is very contentious, but I have my pick on it and I'll be going over in the video. Sanemi, aka the Wind Hashira, is even among the most powerful in the Hashira. I feel that Sanemi is either number 3 or he's number 2. Realistically, it's number 2. He mainly uses wind-based attacks. To give somewhat an idea of how strong Sanemi is above characters like Muchiro. Muchiro was a character that was able to defeat an Upper Moon 5 on his own and go toe-to-toe in other Upper Moon fights. But most of Sanemi's real feats comes against Upper Moon 1 Kokushibo. And as we know, Kokushibo has the most blood from the Upper Moons from Muzan. So Kokushibo is insanely strong. And Sanemi showed great relativity throughout this entire fight with Kokushibo. Now, I'm not going to argue that Sanemi could beat Kokushibo one-on-one, because even with the mark, or you could argue Red Blade or Selfless State, he still wouldn't be able to defeat Kokushibo one-on-one. But it just goes to show how strong Sanemi is. Sanemi was not able to just block, but he was able to react and also counterattack multiple attacks from Kokushibo, which shows low relativity. Even among the Hashiras, when it comes to physicals as far as stamina, endurance, and overall speed, Sanemi is either top 3 or he's top 2. And this is attested by with his fight with Kokushibo. During his fight, not only did he compliment Sanemi's physicals, he also said Sanemi and Guilherme, he think that they're highly skilled, and even highly skilled among the Hashira. He thinks they're the 2 highly skilled Hashiras. And some of these feats that I'm naming is Sanemi without the mark. But you have to take into account, if Sanemi gets his mark in the fight against Akaza, everything that I said will be pretty much multiplied. His speed will be multiplied, his reaction time will be multiplied, his attack power will be multiplied. So we also have to take that into account. Now that I went over a lot of Sanemi feats, as he has a lot of stamina, has a lot of endurance, has a strong offensive arsenal, he has a pretty high battle IQ among the Hashira. I would say Sanemi's only weakness is probably his defense, and he can be a bit reckless at times. But let's see how Sanemi stacks up against Akaza. Akaza Upper Moon 3 is extremely powerful, but his fighting style is a lot different than the other Upper Moons. Akaza mainly relies on martial arts. Akaza is very skilled in martial arts, and he has a bunch of years of experience. Backing up this claim, as we know, it was stated in the manga that Akaza, when he was younger, way less experienced and way less trained, was able to murder 67 people with just his hands alone. This just goes to attest how strong of a martial artist he is. Also, Akaza physical stamina and endurance are extremely high. His stamina and endurance are very high because he has more blood from Muzan, and he's also Upper Moon. As we know, sometimes Akaza likes to hold back, and him holding back really shows his strength, because of holding back, Akaza was able to kill Rengoku, and Rengoku, as far as physicals and stamina, is among the top of the Hashira too. Even in his fight against Giyu and Chanjiro, it shows how quick Akaza's reaction speed is and his adaptability. And Akaza's adaptability is a big thing that I'm about to go over in this fight, because I feel that this could be an X factor. And that is Akaza's technique called the Destructive Kill Compass Needle. Basically, this responds off a person's battle spirit. The higher the battle spirit, the more it responds. So he can basically pretty much adapt to their entire fighting style, whatever techniques they're going towards. And this could be a big problem for Sanemi. So in conclusion, we're about to go and see who would win this fight. Now, this is a pretty interesting fight, because physicals, they're not that far apart, because as we know, Sanemi is very physically strong, but I would still give the edge to Akaza, mainly because he's a demon. I would say that Sanemi is faster, and to Akaza's main technique, which is the compass needle, I feel that Sanemi has a counter that a lot of people do not talk about, and I will bring up. The counter to Akaza's compass needle is going to be Sanemi's blood. The smell of Sanemi's blood intoxicates demons. He is from the Maraka clan, and it's an extremely rare blood type, and is very toxic to demons. So at any point in the fight, which Sanemi is going to be bleeding, or Akaza intakes any of Sanemi's blood, his senses are going to be thrown off, which is going to make it extremely hard for him to track Sanemi, and also that his movement speed is going to decrease. By this feat alone, I think I have to give the edge to Sanemi, because like I said, Sanemi is already faster, has better battle IQ in my opinion, and he has better feats. He has better feats on Kokoshibo, and he has feats on Muzan. So high to extreme diff, I'm giving it to Sanemi, and I'm giving it to Sanemi also because of his mark. I am almost 100% sure he would unlock the mark in this fight. So I'm including this in my last description. Now, Sanemi without the mark, it's extremely tough to say he would take this fight. But Sanemi with the mark, I think he would take this mainly because of his counter. He has better speed feats and he has higher battle IQ. So in conclusion, I have Sanemi beating Akaza extreme diff. And y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.